What up? It's Jimmy. This is a clip from our big NCAA football show that we shot today, Monday, December 14th at 2 p.m. Eastern. If you want to check out the whole show, hit the link at the bottom of the screen, available exclusively on odds.com. Let's move to Saturday action, 12 p.m. Eastern. The Big Ten Championship is up, and this is going to be a beauty. 14th ranked Northwestern. It's not at Ohio State, right? This is at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Indiana. So it's versus Ohio State Buckeyes. Northwestern 6-1 in the Big Ten. Ohio State 5-0 in the Big Ten. Ohio State opening up as 20.5-point favorites. That's already moved to 21 at the leading indicator books offshore. Northwestern bounced back from their 29-20 loss to Michigan State by defeating Illinois at home 28-10. Senior quarterback Peyton Ramsey was just 7 of 12 for 82 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. He has completed just 59% of his passes this year. That's the lowest mark of his 4-year career. 9 touchdowns, 6 interceptions on the season. Their defense continues to lead them, allowing just 14.6 points per game. They're going to have their hands full with this Ohio State offense. After beating Indiana at home by just 7 points, Ohio State went to Michigan State, sent the message, won 52-12 in a beatdown of the Spartans in East Lansing. Justin Fields looked excellent all year long, except for that one game, the 3 interceptions against Indiana when he was forcing it. But still, he completed 78.1% of his passes. A spectacular season for him. Ohio State scores 46.6 points per game. They gain 532.4 yards per outing. And they're an extremely dangerous squad that we wish we knew more about, only seeing them 5 times. So let's start with Nolly knows Big Ten Championship, Northwestern, Ohio State. Is there a move for you?
I think I might be making a move here. When I look at the total, as a total perspective, I understand when you look at Ohio State and see how many points they've been able to put up at 46.6 points per game. And the average total that they've seen is 64.3, and they haven't been able to stay under that total. But what I see with Penn State was able to slow down the pace a little bit and was able to get a little bit of success in slowing it down. And here at Northwestern, the best defense that they've been able to face all year. Northwestern, they're only giving up 14.6 points per game, only giving up 121 yards rushing per game. And the totals perspective, you see they're 6-1 to the under with the average total of 46.2. And here you're getting a 58. To me, I think it's a bit of overreaction to Ohio State. I don't see this game getting into the 60s. I mean, I could be wrong. Ohio State could put it on them, like you've seen last year, a 52-3 game. But to me, I think it's a little bit too high at 58. I took the under here.
I think that's a good look. I think this look makes sense. Let me line shop for you right now here on odds.com for an official play for our Nolly Knows Conference Championship. We have them on the under. And, wow, they're all over the map, but there's 59.5s at DraftKings and BetRivers. It comes with 5 cents more juice. But under 59.5 for Nolly Knows. Official play here. Nolly under. Okay, while I'm locking that in, let's move over to CMac. CMac, here we go. Big Ten Championship. Take it away.
Yeah, I like Northwestern here. I'm going to wait. All I see are 20.5. I want 21. I think they stay in this game. I haven't been impressed with Ohio State all year. I think they score. They will score. And not that Northwestern's an offensive juggernaut or anything, but I think they can score within 3 touchdowns of this game. Give me the 3 touchdowns with Northwestern. I also lean towards the under a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to get to the window with it, though. I think it could topple over that number. So give me the 20 in here. 21. I want 21. I think you'll get there.
And I can give you a 21. I can give you 21 at BetAmerica. It's also at Resorts Casino and BetAmerica. CMac, perfect. And it's not too much juice here. It's minus 111. CMac. Oh, no, excuse me. I get the minus 21. The plus 21 is minus 119. But that's just 4 cents more than the 20.5. Actually, FanDuel does have a minus 110. So
that's
you want plus 20.5 at minus 110.
No.
21 at minus 119.
119.
Okay, CMac is on North. While I'm locking that in, let's hear what DJBigg Boss has to say. Big Ten, take it away, my man.
Hey, in the words of the late Vin Raines, this game is about guns and butter. And Northwestern defense is guns, and Ohio State has a whole lot of butter. So I like what Nolly's saying about the under. And if we're going to expect a under in this, we're going to expect the guns to come out early. So I'm expecting the defense to hit the field and lay some type of effect to Ohio State. That's what's going to create the under. So I'm looking to take Northwestern plus the points in the first half.
Yeah, I can understand that. Look, we can't make that official here for our little contest, but I can understand. Well, by the way, Resorts just moved to. Oh, just added a cent to the juice there. Sorry, minus 120 on the 21. Okay, so Big Boss going to be moving on a first half look. We can't make that official for our competition. Let's move over to John Ryan. John Ryan, here we go. Big Ten Championship, Northwestern, Ohio State.
Well, Ohio State's defense, as I've been saying for several weeks now, is under the radar, but they are vulnerable in that secondary and the deep vertical routes if Northwestern could possibly get the ball downfield. Northwestern, unfortunately, is a running first team, and Ohio State's defensive front is one of the best at stopping the run. So it makes it hard on either side. What the lines imply is a final score of 39-19. And Ohio State's only lost 2 games out of 100 straight up when scoring 28 or more. And they, against the spread here, they are only 58-40-2. I mean, that's 59%, but we're used to seeing teams that score 28 points or more consistently at much, much higher percentages. And that reflects the ability of the opponent to score, right? By deduction, it has to be. So if Ohio State's going to score 40, and I have this history lesson supporting it, then it definitely makes me want to take Northwestern. But the play I really like is the over.
Ooh, wow.
That's the play I like. I think, if things get out of hand, Ohio State could score 60 on their own. I mean, they're not going to take the foot off the pedal because there's too much uncertainty this year with those top 4 places too, and they have every reason in the world to score as many points as possible. But I do think I would be Northwestern team total. I know that's not good for the competition, but I would like that because that's got to be somewhere around 18.5 or 19.5, somewhere in that zone. So I would play over with that and over for the game. And the over for the game is one of my best bets for this contest.
Well, we have major market moves as we speak.
I thought I saw a 56.5 just pop up.
I don't see a 56.5, but I see Resorts Casino has just gone down to 57. And DraftKings has also dropped 2 points off of their total while we're speaking, down to 57.5. Unbelievable.
Yeah, if this drops more, I'd be on the over as well.
Wow.
I think if you get under right around 56, under that, I would pull the trigger on the over. Wow. I will.
What's did the weather forecast change? It's indoors anyway, right?
Yeah, it's inside. Wow, a huge move towards the under here as we speak. John, you have a choice. I imagine you'll take this 57.5 at minus 108. There is a 57 at minus 123.
57.5 is fine.
Wow.
I kind of think if I'm right on these bets, and it's not just this game, but any bet, it's always prudent to shop for the best possible line, of course. But if I'm right on most of these, it's not a question of winning by half a point or even a point. It's usually right or wrong.
Wow, over 57.5 minus 108 at DraftKings. So if that's the case, then I'm just gonna. Let's move Nolly because Bet Rivers is still hanging the 59.5. So let's go there for Nolly. If he's gonna go under it. Okay, so we'll move Nolly over to Bet Rivers under 59.5 minus 115. Okay, let's keep rolling here. Very, very interesting breakdown by everybody. And CMac on Northwestern at plus 21 feels like an interesting spot here. And, what was it that is Northwest? Because John made the important point that Indiana was able to take on Ohio State in the second half of that matchup by throwing over the top. And I do not know if Peyton Ramsey's capable of that. We were talking about, before his injury, the Indiana quarterback, Penix, looked excellent. And is Peyton Ramsey capable of hitting Ohio State over the top?
I think he is.
I think he is.
I don't think it's the type of situation in that secondary where you need to have a 75-mile-an-hour gun. And those long vertical passes should be lofted up in the air so the receiver can run under the ball. And that's more of a skill set than strength of arm. And he's got the experience. I mean, he's played Ohio State 3 times now. This will be his 4th. So
interesting. Well,
and it can end up like the Army-Navy game, who knows? But I think, seriously, if it's going to be one or the other, it's going to be more likely a track meet than a 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
And Nolly, your feeling here in this spot is that Northwestern's defense is strong enough to keep this within range? Or do you think that Northwestern will have a very difficult time scoring as well?
Well, I think if you're Northwestern, you're not going to sit here and try to go blow for blow with Ohio State. You don't have that firepower. You don't have that, and the coach knows that. So going in there in a game plan, you're not going to be trying to do that. You're going to rely on your defense. You're going to rely on your running game if they can. John Ryan did mention it, that Ohio State is good against the run, but, this is one of the toughest teams that they faced, and they're very physical. That's what they pride themselves on, and I expect that physicality to be able to slow this pace and be able to control the clock, especially early. You mentioned Indiana going deep because they had to, so if Northwestern can keep it in range, they'll be able to keep their keep their game plan intact and keep it under.
Wow. I'm going to move on Northwestern here. Plus, I don't want that minus 119, but yeah, I'm not going to take the oh, wow, this market's moving as we speak, too. There's a 20.5 now at minus 104 at DraftKings. That's what I will take. I will take Northwestern plus 20.5, minus 104 at DraftKings. And CMac got his at Bet America. Okay, there we go. So Nolly on the under 59.5, minus 115 at Bet Rivers. CMac on Northwestern plus 21 at minus 119 at Bet America. John Ryan on the over 57.5 at DraftKings. Big Boss is liking Northwestern first half, but can't make that official for our contest. And I'm on Northwestern plus 20.5, minus 104 at DraftKings.